Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi my fellow June bugs. Thank you so much for joining me again in this video. So today I just wanted to do my most used favorite Chanel handbag of all time. I just wanted to kind of do a little shout out to this bag because I was using it the other day and I was just looking at it and I was like thinking, God, I love you, and thank God I actually was able to get you when I did, and was probably one of the best decisions ever. So I do just want to do this quick little video to share with you guys my favorite Chanel bag of all time, and just a little wear and tear, what I think are the pros and cons, and then you know a bit about how to purchase this bag. If you want to find out what bag it is that I absolutely love from my Chanel handbag collection, do stay tuned. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is June. I am a doctor by day, but I do film videos about luxury in my spare time. If you also love luxury, especially handbags, you will love it here. Subscribe if you haven't already, comment in the comment section below to let me know you're new, and share with anyone who you think might be interested as well. So without further ado, let's get on to the bag. And that bag that I have to share with you guys that I absolutely love, and I just feel like I need to do like a dedicated love video for this. A dedicated video for this, and that is my Chanel classic flap in the small black caviar leather with the gold plated hardware, and this is vintage from the 1990s collection. So this bag, if you haven't seen my reveal on it, I will put it in the comment section below. This bag I purchased at the start of last year, start of 2020, before like COVID happened really. I did purchase this secondhand from a Japanese consignment seller. I do have a whole video on this. I think I purchased this for around 5,500 plus, not quite sure, but this did come with the box and the card. But for me, what mattered to me the most was it was from the 90s, and it was the sort of classic flap in the small in caviar leather. I did want the caviar leather because I already had a lambskin leather, so I thought that this would be a good addition to my handbag collection, and I couldn't be happier with the choice that I made. At the time I thought that that price point was pretty expensive for a vintage bag, because the bags then were sold for around 7,000 to 8,000 Australian dollars. So I was like, oh, it's not that far off. But now that they've gone up to 11,000, geez, this is an absolute steal. Really happy with my purchase, and I know if I wanted to resell this I absolutely could, and I can definitely sell it for more than I paid for it. So to all those haters saying that designer handbags are a waste of your money, you just don't know which bags. That's the key there. So this bag was such a good purchase, and I couldn't be happier with it. I absolutely have used this bag to death. It's my most used Chanel classic flap in my collection. I think most used Chanel bag in my collection, and I really just wanted to do a dedicated video to this bag because it is such a stunner. I'm so happy that I expanded my collection looking into the small classic flap, because like I just never even thought to get it except just to add it in, and once I did, I just realized how much more like fitting this is for me, like in terms of the size, given that I'm very petite. I'm 5 foot tall on a good day, so this small just made all the sense in the world. I have a lot of medium larges, and that to me now just feels so big and bulky. I don't want to sell any of them off yet because, you know, with all the Chanel price increases, if I have any regrets, it's just going to be in like a nightmare trying to purchase it back. So now is not the time to be selling off Chanel bags if you're not 100% sure. So I'm just going to hang on to them for a little while, but I do feel like the small classic flaps are the type of classic flaps that I've been gravitating towards lately. It is such a good size. It does fit a little bit less than the medium large, but for me it's still enough. The size comparison is pretty similar to maybe a rectangular mini, to be honest, but to me this is so much more versatile than a rectangular mini. I know a lot of people compare it to a rectangular mini because of the size, and then for the price point there's such a huge difference obviously, but the rectangular mini is a single flap with a single strap. The best thing about this double flap from Chanel is the fact that you can wear it a double strap, or you know, you can wear it on your shoulder or crossbody, so that makes it so versatile, and it can sort of dress it up or dress it down. In my opinion, it really does depend, I guess, on the leather that you pick, but this is a very versatile day to night bag for me. So going over this bag, as you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is in like the flat caviar leather. It's still a little bit puffy on the bottom. I kind of want it to be a bit more flat like it is on top, because I don't like it when it's sort of, you know, you can sort of see the wrinkling in the leather. So I just want it to deflate essentially. I prefer like the vintage flaps for this reason. I found that they are a lot flatter, but I kind of prefer that flat look or appearance to the Chanel Classic flap. On the back, it's obviously got the Mona Lisa pocket there, and then because this is the gold-plated hardware, it's got the etching on the Chanel CC. It's got a spring lock closure, which is beautiful, and then opening it up, you can see it is a double flap. It's, you guys have seen this time and time again. It's got the pocket up here that fits absolutely nothing. It's got a secret pocket here, which I don't know what you would put in there. I absolutely never use it. It's got the double flap, or the second flap there, which opens a pocket here, which I do use, and then the main compartment on the front as well. And then as you can also see, this has the black interior lining, which I love. It's the OG sort of Chanel caviar leather style. When they first brought out the caviar leather, they did actually line the interior with just the black leather lining, not the burgundy lining. So I think that's just a cool little like slice of like of Chanel history. So I really love that. Although I do love the burgundy interior, I do kind of feel like this is really old school, and I kind of love it. So that is the bag, and now I'm just going to share with you guys what fits in here. I did actually do a separate video comparing this bag with the Chanel Classic flap in the large many moons ago. I will put the link to it in the info bar below, and you can have a look at that. I did a whole like 30-minute video, God knows how long, on like comparing what fits. So very detailed if you want to see, but I'm just going to show you guys what fits in this bag. At the moment it is full, and I don't have my phone. Normally what I would do with my phone is I put it at the back pocket, or I hold it in my hand, or put it in my own pocket. So I just wanted to reflect how I would actually use this bag. Obviously I could fit my phone there, it just stuck out a little bit, which I do sometimes, but if you have a case on it, it is just a little bit tighter, so just be careful. Opening it up, let me just share with you, it's kind of full at the moment. It's got a lot of bits and pieces that I do actually bring with me, so this is a true reflection of what's in my bag. So firstly, I do have my mascara. I've just been loving this mascara, and sometimes I do want to put like a couple of coats on, and I just don't have enough time when I'm putting on my makeup, so I just top up later because I like to dry up the first layer and then do another layer. I'm not actually wearing any eyelashes right now, I'm just wearing this mascara. I have to recommend it. I haven't stopped using this mascara since I discovered it, so absolutely love it. I've got my contacts case. You guys always see this, it's just something I always have to carry because I have contacts in. I've got my massive wallet and keys. As you can see here, I never change out of it. I feel like the keys are getting thicker and thicker because some of these I don't even use anymore since I've moved, so I need to fix that. I've got these cheap pair of sunnies. These are just from Kmart, so I just chuck them in my bag because they're easy and they don't really scratch, so real cheap, like $2-3 cheap. So yeah, they don't have a case. I don't care, that's why. I've got eye drops for my dry eyes because I wear contacts, and then I have got my Apple iPod, AirPods, whatever. You guys, these things are the best, like best tech purchase like this year. I just bought it a couple of months ago and I absolutely love it. Like the noise cancelling on this is divine, like it's absolutely amazing. I don't go anywhere without them. Like they're so pocketable, they're so teeny tiny. The only thing is like the battery life on them. I don't think that they're amazing compared to my like Beats headphones, which I absolutely love. The only problem with that one is I never can fit it in any of my bags, but now that I have this, it is just like amazing. Yeah, the noise cancellation is amazing, especially when you're like on the plane, like on a train. Just like the best purchase ever. Just go the Pro. The Pro is the best, like hands down, without a doubt. And then I have got some just makeup bits. So just got my lipstick here, and this is the Abu Dhabi NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. you've heard me rave about this. This is like something you will always find in all of my bags. Like I just have to have it. And then I'm just using up all my perfumes. So this one is the YSL Parisian. Used to be like an OG favorite of mine. I just have a little travel size here, which I do bring around with me. The last thing, which you guys, I don't always carry this, but lately I have. It is actually a teeny tiny bottle of water. I've just been using this little water bottle to put in my bags just to carry with you, and I actually have been getting into the habit of doing that a lot more lately because it's actually really convenient to just be able to sip on some water when you need to. That is in my bag. There is a water bottle in my Chanel small classic flap. So just to show, it does actually fit a fair bit, and that is it completely empty. So how I utilize this bag to make it fit more, because some people find that it is quite small, I just do not put anything in like little pouches. I haven't been using a lot of my SLGs lately, and I am actually thinking of selling a lot of them off. I haven't had the opportunity to do that, but yeah, I just don't use a lot of pouches. I just put everything in there. I do just wear my bags where I can, try to be careful, I do, but honestly, like, I don't baby my bags. I kind of just use them because that's how I enjoy them. And I think this caviar leather, if you're a bit more rough on your bags, is probably the best way to go. Otherwise, a vintage in the lambskin would also be amazing. Yeah, obviously if you get a brand new lambskin bag, it will just show wear a lot more. Going over like the wear and tear of this, it's actually looking pretty good. Corners, everything, the bottom looks to be in good nick, as you can see. So and then the stitching on this is actually looking pretty good as well. We've got some wear and tear here where the chain is. You will notice this wear and tear a lot more if you actually had the lambskin. Other thing that wears a lot very quickly are the stitching just here. If I had to pick a con for this bag, do I have a con for this bag? I genuinely cannot think of anything. I mean, the size, obviously you can't, it's a small bag, so you can't fit like a book and like the kitchen sink in there. But I guess one of the cons I have to say is this, like, is the whole thing about how it's made, where like it's a bag in a bag. But I think this double flap is annoying. I do feel like this limits the bag content so much more, but that's the whole appeal of this bag. And I never use these secret little compartment pockets. I don't use these little slip pockets there. I don't use them because they just don't make the bag functional. If they didn't have those details, the bag would be less expensive and it would also be more functional, which is worth a thought. But I know that the whole history behind this bag is what makes this bag so special. And then also just comparing it with a rectangular mini, for me, I think that the Chanel small, if you can afford it and you don't have to put it on credit card, you don't have to go into debt, this is a better buy. I think, like, it is definitely more functional in my collection. I get a lot more wear out of this than the Chanel rectangular mini, and I do own a couple. So the reason being is this strap. This double strap style design is just phenomenal for functionality. I love being able to hold it like this. I love being able to carry it like this. So carrying it on your shoulder and then being able to pull it and wear it as a crossbody just like that is awesome. And then obviously you can wear it on your shoulder like this as well. So this strap really does make this bag so much more functional in my opinion compared to a rectangular mini. Having a strap that's versatile like this really does go a long way when you start wearing and using the bag. So yeah, this is the perfect Chanel classic flap in my collection, in my opinion, and I really do love it. No regrets at all. I really didn't realize, I thought this bag was the similar size to the rectangular mini, but then when I actually compared it, this actually is more similar to my classic flap than it is to my rectangular mini. So checking out the size here, so they're very similar. And I think that's why I was so drawn to this bag. It's such a good size, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love that this has more of that top handle, and this probably would definitely be, you know, taking this one for a ride. It's almost sort of very similar, and honestly this is probably a bit more functional even because it doesn't have all the annoying things that I talked to you guys about, like all the double flap, the silly secret compartment. So I actually am thinking this might take my Chanel classic flap in the small and run for its money. So yeah, it just occurred to me, but this is actually so much more affordable than the Chanel classic flap in the small. But obviously because it's seasonal, the resale value on this may not be as good, but if it's just for you, this is a great alternative if you wanted something that kind of had like classic flap vibes but with something different, and definitely a lot more functional, because I love it's got the same details where you can carry it as crossbody or as a single flap. But the only thing is, obviously you can see the gold on this is stunning. I absolutely love this bag. So yeah, I actually didn't realize that this is so much more closer to the Chanel small classic flap than it is to the rectangular mini. So if you can still get your hands on these, worthwhile. But just goes to show there are some, like, while I do love the classic flap, Chanel do bring out seasonal pieces that are gorgeous and definitely worth looking into if you like do want to buy something brand new but you don't want to splurge money on like this classic flaps. Although that being said, resale value, you guys, is going to go up on these babies, so it's still worth your money if you wanted to buy it brand new. But for me, vintage is always where it's at. That's my little ramble on my Chanel classic flap that I love and adore so much. Do let me know what is your favorite Chanel bag. I would love to hear from you, or even if you wanted to tell me what your favorite bag is in general, most used, do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I will put links to my favorite sellers in the info bar below. Please do share this video to anyone who you think might be interested. Again, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, hope you're having a wonderful week or weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.